Yeah, I think so. In the halls of justice, the only justice is in the halls. Time now for the chump line.
I think we should work with Joe Biden, just like the Democrats did with President Trump.
Right. Exactly. One of the texters says he thinks Joe Biden will make it to 2025, as in 8:25 p.m. tonight.
We now live in a Bidenocracy with no democracy, thanks to Pelosi.
It's more of a kakistocracy. That's a word we're going to have to dust off again. Kakistocracy. Kakistocracy. That's government by the worst or by thieves.
Copy.
The Chump Line is brought to you today, as always, by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer, reminding everyone who purchased any of our wicked awesome windows or doors in 2020 to make sure you take advantage of your tax credit when you file this year, proving once again that windows are a much better investment than toilet paper.
Howie, happy Inauguration Day. Joe Biden just issued an executive order hereby declaring that the favorite ice cream flavor of all Republicans shall heretofore be Rocky Road.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you see. Donald Trump, war criminal for getting 2 scoops when the quote-unquote reporters from Time magazine got 1. Joe Biden, how many times has he melted our hearts with his ice cream? That's from E! Online. It's not, but everything's on the level, and only fools suggest that there's any media bias. It's the same for any administration, because these are real professionals at their profession. It's not a trade or a racket. It's a profession. Fluffing Democrats.
Loving. So SAG-AFTRA is going to expel Donald Trump? That's hardly adequate. If they really want to end his career in showbiz, they'd cast him in something like The Gentleman from Boston.
You know, since they want to try Donald Trump, the Democrats want to try him even though he's not in office any longer. I think maybe in addition to AFTRA SAG throwing Donald Trump out of the union, maybe they should throw Ronald Reagan out of the union too. I know he's dead, but this is the new standard. You know, if someone offends political correctness, even if they're gone in one way or another, you still go after them, right? And Ronald Reagan was the president of the union. Donald Trump was just a card-carrying, dues-paying member.
When you look up in the dictionary the word rump swab, you see a picture of Chris Wallace with the quote, "Joe Biden just gave the best inaugural address I have ever heard."
Yeah, we have to play this again, and I'm sorry to be inflicting it upon you. And, you know, we're not going to be talking a lot about Joe Biden all that much, but we have to today, and his coat holders in the media. I mean, again, Fox got rid of Steyerwalt, and they got rid of his boss, I guess, in the office, kind of a behind the scenes guy. They fired them, but you know they have to get rid of some other people. They have to get rid of some higher profile people like Chris Wallace. Listen to what he said today.
I thought it was a great speech. I've been listening to these inaugural addresses since 1961. John F. Kennedy, ask not. I thought this was the best inaugural address I ever heard.
There's no way any rational, sane person could say that. That was a terrible speech. It was just nothing but bromides and prevarications and evasions, and it wasn't even well delivered.
Does anybody have the "Not My President" flags that the Democrats used 4 years ago that I could borrow?
Yeah, if you find one, if you find 2, send the second one to me if you can. 844-500-4242. 917 says, "Where was that Minkin quote? Can you post them perhaps on the website? Thanks. Want to share them." That's a good point. I tweeted them out, Taylor. Maybe I should just type them up tonight and send them to you, and we can post them on the website.
I'd imagine his quotes are already transcribed somewhere. No.
No, they are. I mean, I can. Just why don't you could just pull it off of Twitter if you want. I tweeted it out. We could let's put them up though, because I think these are all pretty. They're all pretty good. I got a lot more to read. These are 12 H.L. Mencken quotations on government, democracy, and politicians. H.L. Mencken was great on a number of different topics, but he was really at his best talking about politics.
So is the pandemic over now?
I'm glad you asked that question. I got a couple of headlines to read to you that I just saw during the break. This is from CNN. New COVID-19 cases declined 11% after hitting a peak last week. Go figure. Their cases are in decline. How about this from a California TV station? California is, quote, starting to see decline, unquote, in COVID-19 cases, top health official says. Is it Joe Biden? Is there anything he can't do? He's ended the panic.
This day in our country's history, a day that will live in senility.
This is the greatest day of Joe Biden's life. If only he could remember what he was doing a couple hours ago.
Howie, now that Joe Biden's president, would today be considered the grimmest grim milestone in the history of grim milestones?
That's a word you're not going to hear anymore. Words you're not going to hear anymore. Grim milestones. There are not going to be any more grim milestones. But the word you're going to hear is unexpectedly. The economy unexpectedly took a tumble last week. Gas prices unexpectedly rose as all fracking and coal mining was ended.
Hi, Howie. Governor Patrick calling. Wow, it's Wednesday afternoon and neither Howie Carr nor Coos ended up getting pardoned. Now, Merrick Garland's going to have a litany of crimes to bag you with, whether it be bootlegging cigarettes, rigging the license plate lottery, falsifying the Brown University postcard, spitting on toll takers, or stealing that table from Lechmere. Soon you'll be like Johnny Cash, broadcasting live from Folsom Prison. We're going to be fine.
If any of those charges were true, and they are all just scurrilous allegations, the statute of limitations would have long since expired on each and every one of them. I lead a blameless life now, like the Catholic saint that Joe Biden cited today, Saint Augustine, author of A City of God, another book that Joe Biden has never dipped into, I dare say, much like Jane Joyce's Ulysses, as he calls James Joyce.
Hey, Howie, nice mention today by the big guy, huh? Oh, no, I don't mean Joe Biden. I mean Rush Limbaugh.
I knew what you meant, and I did appreciate him saying that those kind words about my column and reading so much of it on the air. We'll play a little bit more of it in a segment or two.
That was your last Chump line message. Thank you for calling Howie Carr, you chump.
Officer Mark says, let me be the first to chant, impeach 46, impeach 46, impeach 46. Actually, Officer Mark, you were beaten to the punch by I think the new congresswoman from Georgia. She's already filed articles of impeachment against Joe Biden. So she was there first. You could just say, I second that motion. That's it for the Chump Line today. The Chump Line is the recorded voicemail message service of the Howie Carr Show. You can call and leave a message at any hour of the day or night, including weekends. The Chump Line number, if you'd like to leave such a message, 844-500-4242, 844-500-4242. Press 2 for the Chump Line. You can do it between 1 and 4 p.m. every day. 1 and 4 p.m. the Chump Line is open. Press 2 for the Chump Line. Leave your message. We may or may not play it at this time each weekday. The Chump Line is, if you didn't get enough of the Chump Line, I should say, you can always get chopped chumps. Those are the Chump Line messages that were left on the cutting room floor. We post our chopped chumps as a podcast every night around 7 o'clock. And you can get CHUMPs wherever you get your Howie Carr Show podcast. The CHUMP line is brought to you by Matthews Brothers, America's oldest window manufacturer, reminding everyone who purchased any of our wicked awesome windows or doors in 2020 to make sure you take advantage of your tax credit when you file this year, proving once again that windows are a much better investment than toilet paper.
Howie, happy Inauguration Day. Joe Biden just issued an executive order hereby declaring that the favorite ice cream flavor of all Republicans shall heretofore be Rocky Road.
The difference is it won't be favorite. That's the only change I made. It will be the only ice cream. That's Democrats. If it's not prohibited, it's mandatory. And if it's not mandatory, it's prohibited. That's the new world, and we're all living in it. I'm Howie Carr.
Keep it here, chumps. More Howie Carr.